Welcome to Didyouaskcommentary, where I give my opinion and my thoughts whether you asked or not. If you are familiar with Nttv, you know how savage and brutal these TV shows can be. From fighting for the dumbest reasons, speaking disrespectfully about people's kids and deceased loved ones, and now using weapons and throwing bodily fluids. Today I will be discussing the escalation of violence on Nttv, how dangerous it is to be on this network, and how this does not need to be normalized. Let's get into it. Now, for those of you who don't know what Nttv is, because you don't watch trash TV like myself, let's go into detail. So Nttv is a popular streaming media company. Tilo Belton is the founder, CEO, and executive producer of the network. Nttv has always been a network that brought raw and unfiltered reality TV to the forefront. In the beginning, even their mantra was quote unquote real raw. Real raw. I can't tell you how many times Big Lex has said real raw on that network. The most popular shows consist of South Central Baddies, The Academy, Young and Reckless, Big Lex Baddie Collection, Deja Vu. It goes on and on and on. Shows like South Central Baddies quickly gained a reputation for explosive drama and conflict-driven content. Full-out brawling for the most simple reasons, black eyes, bloody noses became something that was expected at that point. Security not getting involved in fights or not breaking them up right away, allowing biological women and trans women to get into fights, and overall no purpose to the shows besides fighting. Literally no subject and predicate. Like, it's just about fighting. In my opinion, all of these shows is just a poor imitation of Bad Girls Club. Violence has not been a stranger to any of these shows, but recently I just feel like it's escalating, and it's going to end up getting someone seriously hurt or worse. Now, I didn't think it was possible for things to get any more severe, as they were already pretty severe. Contestants getting jumped, hair being pulled out, literally dreads getting pulled out from the root, y'all. From the roots. Busted blood vessels in the eyes, bloody noses, broken noses. Y'all get the point. But I stand corrected, because in the most recent episodes, it's going entirely too far. So here's a few examples that made me feel like absolutely not. On the show Greek Life, a contestant named Landon, he's a popular personality on there, was hit in the head with a liquor bottle so hard that it broke on his head. Yes. Another contestant named Shaba, she was attacked by Billy, someone else that's on the show. She got hit in the eye so hard that her eye was instantly black and swollen shut, and she had a cut underneath the eye like it was like a boxer black eye. Security was present and did nothing to stop the attack from even happening, and some of the contestants say they were even in on it. Next, a contestant named Cologne was hit in the head with a lock and a sock. Y'all, like, a lock and a sock is crazy. Busted him right in the middle of his head. He could have died right in the middle of his forehead. And now, on a future episode of Young and Reckless, popular Nttv personality Ivory decided she wanted to pee in a cup and throw it on two other people while they were sleeping.
Yeah, I threw it all over the bed. I threw it all over the bed. It was a cup like this, and I just tossed it. Like, I threw the pee in the air, like, boom. So it just came out the air and splashed on them, like, bow.
Oh, heavens, no.
But they were so asleep, they didn't even wake up.
Urine. So many diseases can spread through urine. Not only that, it's urine. That is disgusting. Like, who even thinks to do that? Who even thinks to use that as a get back? That is just beyond trifling. There's countless other examples, and I'm sure you guys can list some down below. These are just a few that I wanted to mention in this video, but there's been too many situations where a situation is escalating and it's getting dangerous, and not only that, there's no consequences. No one gets sent home. No one is protected. It's just utterly chaos. If things were being done in the correct way, there's no way any of this would be able to happen. So, is the network encouraging it, or is it simply neglect? In my opinion, I feel like it's both. Most cases, it seems like they are deliberately putting contestants in situations where violence is inevitable. They want the views and the ratings. So, let's use some examples. The auditions, playboys auditions. Yeah, you come in, talk about yourself. Yeah, I do this, I do that. But what is going to happen 9 times out of 10? They're going to fight. They get these people in a room, knowing the reputation that the network has, and knowing that if they do fight, they're going to end up being rewarded for it. Because, like they always say, you did your big one. You did your big one. It's so goofy. And not to mention the biggest thing that they love to do that's never surprising, that they do every single reunion, is bring people to the reunion that were never even on the show in the first place. Bringing people that they know the cast has an issue with so they can fight at the reunion. And it doesn't have anything to do with the show that they were on. It's literally like, what's not clicking, Steven? They are literally setting them up. And as far as the neglect, they don't have any protection for them. They don't have any consequences. They don't have any rules. The only rules that they have benefit the producers. Rules like, give me your phone, or I'm going to send you home. Listen to me, or I'm going to send you home. Or you getting too smart with me, so I'm going to send you home. No other rules but that. No, there's no protection such as you hit him in the head with a bottle, so you got to go home. Or you bit her, so you got to go home. Or you threw pee on somebody, you got to go home. Or you're going to get fined. Nothing. They have no consequences. So guess what's going to happen every single time? Somebody is going to want to take it up a notch and another notch. And how many more notches do we have to go before y'all realize this is getting out of control? Y'all have no control of nothing that's going on. And somebody's going to get hurt. Worse than what anybody has been hurt already. The network's responsibility comes into question when they continue to show the escalated violence. And by not stepping in, they are prioritizing shock value over the well-being of participants. Unlike other networks, and no, they are not perfect, but at least they implement strict guidelines to protect contestants. Even BGC would send people home. Like, come on now. They're not considering the long-term damage because they simply do not care. There's absolutely no excuse to not have a better setup here. They've been doing this for at least 3 years now. If they have good enough sense to get a contract typed up, they have good enough sense to get some guidelines and some better protocol in place to protect their participants. So speaking of contracts, let's get into the legal repercussions that's going to happen if they keep doing what they're doing. They will end up being on the receiving end of legal challenges, okay? If a contestant is seriously harmed or end up suffering lasting psychological damage due to the show's environment, they can sue them for negligence. Now, people are going to say, well, they signed a contract. And I'm pretty sure even now that TV thing, oh, they signed a contract. They cannot sue. They can sue. They can get a lawyer, get someone to look over this phony contract at this point and see what's really going on. Not only that, a contract has to have a legal purpose. The purpose of the agreement must not break the law. For example, a judge can't enforce a contract to do something illegal, like sell you know what. All of this stuff that's going on these TV shows is very much illegal. Getting physical with people, hitting people in the head with bottles, throwing pee on people, spitting on people, all of that is illegal. A contract is not stopping nobody from calling the police. A contract ain't stopping nobody from pressing charges.
Well, clock that T and tell me how it stays. I learned.
Now I'm over low-key dragging the network. I want to talk about the contestants and get them to realize something. Continuing to be on this type of network, continuing to go on the shows, even when you got tore up, when you got beat up, you beating somebody else up. Continuing down that path is going to lead to repercussions. Sponsors may not want to sponsor you. They may be worried of being associated with you because of the extreme violence that you participate in. In the long run, this may stop you from being able to go to other networks. And I'm not talking about Zeus. I mean above that, because of your reputation. What about when you want to go back to a normal job? No one is going to hire you. Y'all have to think, like seriously, nothing lasts forever. And y'all need to think about the long-term effects of your life. Stuff gets old fast. It's not going to last forever. The clout you get from these TV shows is not going to last forever. You're not going to be able to keep beating people up forever. Hell, you're not going to be able to keep getting beat up forever. You got to get something different. You have to find something else. You have to grow from it. If you want to use it, use it. Don't let it abuse you. We are already going through it in our society. Everything is already being desensitized. Normalizing these extreme behaviors is not okay. Viewers, especially young viewers, see this type of violence as entertainment. Even I was being entertained by it. But I'm like, okay, something not right. And watching it every Sunday is crazy. Nasty work. It's going to desensitize them. And it's going to influence their perception of what's acceptable in real life. This is going to contribute to a culture where aggression is seen as the acceptable way to resolve conflicts. And that is beyond dangerous. In conclusion, while reality TV thrives on drama and the craziness, The level of violence I'm seeing now on Now That's TV crosses the line. It's not just about entertainment anymore. It's about the safety and well-being of everyone involved. These are real people with real thoughts and real feelings. It's not fantasy. So I hope this video brought some attention to you. Wipe the film from off your eyes so that you can look at the bigger picture and think about the content that you're consuming. And also so that Now That's TV can get some better practices before somebody ends up in jail or unalived. Thank you so much for watching. Mind you, these are my opinions, so I said what I said and I feel how I feel. And if you feel any differently, please leave it down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.